All right, everyone, welcome to the new episode of Entrepreneurship Lab, your place, your safe space where you get a lot of information, a lot of tools, and a lot of tips on how you can grow and scale your business. No matter if you're a startup entrepreneur, if you're already a couple of years in business, but you want to go to the next level, we bring you the latest, the breakthrough information, breakthrough tips, coaching tools as well, and we bring some amazing guests in different episodes to share their experience and how you can grow and scale your business as well. My name is Nevena Bajalac. I'm your host. I'm an entrepreneur myself, global business and sales strategist, consultant, and coach. And I'm excited to be with you on this journey. I love sharing different strategies, different tools that can help you and adding value to your life. That's all what I'm about. So every episode, as you know, we discuss different topic. And when I thought about what can be the topic for this episode, I wanted to dig a little bit into anxiety and why we as entrepreneurs experience anxiety and how we can overcome that. Okay, so that's the topic for today. Make sure to listen till the end. Make sure to subscribe, download the episodes, share with others, give us some thumbs up, likes, and hearts, and support the podcast. Thank you for being here and listening, by the way. And I truly, truly appreciate you. So if you like the episode, share it, tag me in your post so I know that you got value through this. Okay? The topic of anxiety is very deep, and we're not gonna step into therapy. We're not gonna step into some traumas here. There is a deep work that can be done by professionals who are doing that on anxiety. But for me today, I want to help you overcome some levels of anxiety you can experience that comes with building a business. All right, so that's where we're gonna actually touch point today. Now, I'm gonna explain the roots of anxiety here. To really start understanding how to eliminate it, you have to understand the cause. So very often in anything we're doing, we are treating the signals, right? We're treating the problem, we are not treating the cause. So there is a difference between the problem and what is actually causing that problem. And I remember this story that said, if there is a red light blinking, right? Red light blinking on your car saying there is something wrong with the car, you don't go and smash that red light, right? And pretend everything is fine. So what you just did, you say, oh, I resolved because now there is no more red light blinking. But you didn't deal with the cause, so your car will still be broken. And when it comes to any problem you're having in your business, you can deal with the problem, but if you don't deal with the cause of the problem, what's actually causing it, it's gonna always come up. Now, this can be applied to your team. If you think that a team member is a problem, okay, and you just want to replace the team member, but you don't actually see what is the cause. Is it really that person, or is it lack of training? Is it the environment, the culture in the company? You don't have systems, you don't have processes, they don't have step-by-step guide, right? You just by replacing that person, for example, an employee, it's not going to solve actually problems. It's just going to repeat themselves. So today I'm going to talk about anxiety and start understanding what's actually happening when you as an entrepreneur and why you experience this anxiety. I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. You're going to get a lot of value because if you are truly building a business, if you are really depending on your business to live on, there is no way you haven't experienced anxiety at least once in your life. So I know for sure you have, and I know this episode will help you a lot. Okay? So when I talk about entrepreneurship, I always talk that it is a journey. It is not a flat line. It has ups and downs. And this is what makes it fun, but also makes it different. And I truly believe one of the hardest parts of entrepreneurship is the uncertainty. The uncertainty how you're going to grow, the uncertainty when, uncertainty if you're going to achieve your goals and when you're going to achieve them, uncertainty when you're going to get your customers and how many of them. So when we are trained and our brain loves certainty, but when we have too much of certainty, we get bored. So that's why many people in corporate jobs, they get bored because there is no new challenge. And it's good to have new challenges so you can grow. In entrepreneurship, you're growing all the time. There's going to be a lot of challenges, but you have to learn how to deal with that uncertainty. Okay, and we're going to see now that uncertainty and thinking about future is what can bring anxiety to you. So our thinking is the root cause, and actually it's not even the thinking, as one of the coaches I work with say, it's the ignorance. Okay, so we have awareness on one side and we have ignorance on another side. And by ignorance, I mean lack of knowledge, lack of understanding in knowing yourself, knowing your emotions, understanding who you truly are and what can you build. So ignorance is the cause of everything. Every problem you have, it's ignorance. If you have a health problem and you just are ignorant how you can fix it, right? The ignorance is the problem. If you learn or you get someone to help you learn how you can fix it, it's going to be done. You understand? So awareness is everything. I always say the way for you to become a millionaire or a billionaire is already there. What's lacking is the knowledge. What's lacking is the awareness. So we want to spread that awareness as a, starting from one small dot and building a big circle of awareness. How do I become bigger? How do I serve, instead of 20 clients, I serve 200 and then 2,000? And how do I grow this company from 1 to a franchise of 100? And how can this be done? And the answer is it can be done, but you just are not aware how to do it. You can become a millionaire. There are many different ways, but you're just not aware how to become one. So you need to find a way to learn and become aware how to do it, and you're gonna achieve it. So as a human being, like I said, we have emotional need for certainty, but we also have emotional need for uncertainty. And I would like to explain a little bit about anxiety by helping you understand who we are and talk a little bit about our mind, conscious and subconscious mind. Now, for all of you who are in my programs, my courses, and you do my courses and coaching with me, you get specific workbooks, you get drawings. So we get deep into this because it's so crucial. But it's very important for you to understand how your mind works. And that we have conscious and subconscious mind, which I'm sure you all heard about. But there is actually an image you have to create so we can deeply understand this. It's a simple image that I give to all my clients. And basically, you want to imagine that your conscious mind is above and your subconscious mind is down. And what happened is that with our conscious mind, we have the power to originate thoughts, right? You can sit now and start thinking about something, get an idea, and it never existed, or it's a new idea and you originate it. You can play with that idea, you can forget about it, or you can start emotionally getting engaged with that idea. Now, this is how most businesses are born, right? You were sitting at home, you saw something, you said, I would really love to create this, and this. I would love to become this person. I would love to write a book. I would love to create this type of product. And guess what? You had a conscious thought about it, probably a couple of times, maybe some period of time. And then because you got engaged with it over and over again, you decided to take action. Now, what's happened is when we start putting new ideas in our subconscious mind, in order to achieve those ideas, you have to take different action. And you have to kind of become a different person. And you're now mixing, now this is a little bit deeper work, but understanding, but you literally mix into different vibration. If I'm Nevena, who was an employee and worked for this amount of money, and now I want to become Nevena, who is a millionaire, I'm going to be a completely different person. You understand? I'm going to have probably different habits. I'm going to have a different circle of people around me. I'm going to have, different thinking. And now when I want to work towards becoming that person, it's very uncomfortable because I am becoming someone else, right? Imagine you caterpillar becoming a butterfly. It's a process. So you get engaged with these ideas as an entrepreneur, you have to become a different person. What happens is that when you start doing that, and you will literally mix two different vibrations. I want you to imagine you're a person X and now you want to become a person Y. You're mixing these two vibrations in your body. This can literally feel uncomfortable. So what is anxiety actually? Because you're talking about it today. Anxiety is our thinking and vibrational state we are in expressed in our body. Okay, everything starts with thinking and then it becomes material in this world. Everything. If you think of a chair, you want to create it, it has to become material in this world. Everything you are experiencing in your body, and if you want to create something with your body, has to start with your mindset and your thinking. So anxiety is actually you thinking negative thoughts, you're engaging in those negative thoughts, or you're mixing two vibrations, you start worrying, you start doubting, fear, you don't know how you're going to do it, becomes very uncomfortable because now you have all of this negative vibration thoughts, because worrying is a very low vibration, fear is a low vibration. So you start expressing that through your body, and you can literally get, the tingles, the panic attack, all of those things. This is what anxiety is. When we over a long period of time suppress anxiety, people become depressed. When we are depressed, we're on again low vibration emotionally, and people are in dis-ease. So what happened is that you started thinking certain thoughts, you express them through your body over a long period of time, and everything you're thinking has to come somewhere in the material world. So it comes through your body, and your body is in dis-ease, okay? Not in ease, which means dis-ease. So it can express as something in your body, a headache, low energy, right? Maybe some certain illness, right? That's why stress these days cause so many physical symptoms. When people are overstressed, they are burned out, let's say at work or at your business, which means you are putting way too much on yourself that it has to be expressed somewhere, and then you can literally get, your body is now in dis-ease because your mind is not in ease, and it comes with some physical symptoms. So I hope I paint picture as much clearly as I can, but we want to understand this because as entrepreneurs, when we set a goal, when we want to achieve something and we have no idea how we're going to achieve it, we can start experiencing a lot of anxiety because we start worrying and fearing, and those low vibrations are going to come to our body, and we're going to start experiencing all of those negative things, and we're going to later on be on the disease. Now, studying this type of material and studying this lesson over and over again helped me when I started as an entrepreneur. I burned all the boats. I said I have 4 months to make money. I had to pay my bills, and I experienced huge panic attack and anxiety. And but I understood consciously what's happening in my body. Okay, I consciously understood I'm becoming a new person. I'm this caterpillar becoming a butterfly. It's an uncomfortable process. I'm afraid of something that's actually is going to be beautiful for me. But because it's something new, it's stepping out of a comfort zone. What my brain is doing, because our brain, not our mind, my brain is triggered to keep me safe. So whenever you're stepping out of your comfort zone and you want to achieve your goal, you want to start a business, you want to go out there, but you're not sure, what's happening is your brain is trying to keep you where you're safe, because that's the role of the brain, to keep you safe. Don't go do that. You're going to fail. How are you going to make money? People will reject you. It's going to be hard. All of those things. Who are you? So these thoughts start coming in, and your brain tries to protect you. And the trick is not allowing your brain to keep you where you are. Because if you stay where you are, you will never grow. And this is what we call a terror barrier, because you're mixing this new vibrations, like I said, of person you are, person you want to be, and you come to this terror barrier. It can be very uncomfortable in your body, expresses anxiety, and you just say, this is too much, I cannot deal with it, and you go back to bondage, you go back where you were. Right? A lot of people want to, for example, resign the job, start the business. They think about it, they get excited, they take some action. Their brain says, hey, danger, danger, danger. You hit the wall, you go back and you stay where you are. And the key to success is breaking through this terror barrier. And then you become that new person. Now, this can apply to a big thing or this can apply to a small goal. I remember when I started and I wanted to start recording some videos to post on social media, I was so nervous, and this is the terror barrier, because now I'm becoming a person that speaks, that's on social media. I'm thinking, what do people think about me? Why am I now talking about business? I had another job. And I was so uncomfortable that my brain was coming with any kind of excuse why I shouldn't do it. Okay? Like, oh, my hair doesn't look good. My throat is sore all of a sudden, so I don't speak and record the video. So you're gonna come with all of these excuses, but you have to consciously recognize them, break through that terror barrier, and do the thing. Now, all of a sudden, you became a person who done that. Let's say this example, you start doing videos, you were very comfortable, and you're now doing them. And then comes the next goal. So this is the trick in entrepreneurship. Every time you put a true goal, and what I mean by true goal is the goal that's out of your comfort zone, the goal that's going to help you grow. It's something you haven't achieved before. Every time you do that, you're going to hit that terror barrier. There is amount of anxiety that's going to happen. You're going to be nervous. You're going to be so uncomfortable. And you're going to maybe even self-sabotage. I sometimes recognize that I'm self-sabotaging. So I speak with my coach and I say, okay, I gave myself a week, 2 weeks, like imposter syndrome. I didn't do anything because I know I'm consciously, I know I'm self-sabotaging. I know what's happening in my body. And I let myself be for a couple of days or weeks, but that's it. I have to do it. Either it's uncomfortable, either I'm afraid. Because to become this person I want to become, I need to be uncomfortable. I need to get out there. And guess what? You break the terror barrier. You say, oh, it's not that bad. Like, I did it. And then you are excited. You're this new person or a new level of vibration. And now you set a new goal and you start all over again. So if we go back, step back to anxiety and how you guys can overcome anxiety, first thing is you have to educate yourself. You have to study yourself. You have to understand how your mind works. You need to understand consciously what's happening in your mind, what's happening with your brain and your body. So you have to say, wow, I'm self-sabotaging because I am stepping out of my comfort zone and my brain is just pulling me back. And I'm not going to allow that, because to achieve my goals and become who I want to become, I have to break through this terror barrier. I have to step out of my comfort zone and do it no matter how uncomfortable it is. So to overcome anxiety, first step is overcoming ignorance. You have to become aware, get knowledge, get awareness, and know consciously what's happening in your body. So if I'm feeling anxious about something, I stop and I ask myself, what am I thinking about? I am thinking some negative thoughts. I'm thinking ahead in the future about something that might happen. I'm worrying about something that might happen. Let's say in business, you're worrying how you're going to pay your bills, where you're going to find your clients. And then I remind myself, I have a choice. Consciously, I can choose to think about positive thing or think about negative thing. So I have the power, I'm in control. So let me step out of this topic. Let me start thinking of how I can be resourceful. If in case I need clients, where can I find those clients and what action I can take instead of sitting here worrying? Because worry and fear will take you nowhere. And I'm sure if you're doing this long enough, you will see that things somehow happen always, right? And once I learned that worrying is just pulling me way back from my goals, I don't worry. Guys, I don't worry anymore at all. So why would I worry? Because it's a waste of energy. I want to focus on what I want, not on what I don't want. You see? So this is important because law of attraction, that you can accept that it exists or not, but it's there and it's a universal law for the whole universe out there. we have to understand that it's not exclusive. It doesn't say, oh, I don't want this. The moment you give attention to something, you are bringing to your experience. So become aware of your thoughts. Study yourself, study your emotions, start understanding what's happening in your body. When you have anxiety, start asking yourself, what am I actually thinking about that is causing me this anxiety? I'm thinking about something negative and I'm thinking about something I don't want. So my body is telling me I'm thinking negative thoughts. How can I swap and think about positive? Can I comfort myself? What can I say to myself to feel a little bit better? All you have to do is feel a little bit better, calm yourself. Now, when it comes to some tools and techniques you can use with anxiety, I definitely recommend meditation. Yes, you heard it a million times, but if you're not meditating in the morning, even 10 minutes, 7 minutes, it doesn't matter. You want to sit, play a relaxing music or play a guided meditation, whatever you like, but it makes a massive difference. If I skip meditation for a few days, I start rushing through my day. I start experiencing, stress. And then I say, no, I have to start my day by thinking how I want my day to go. I'm going to set my intentions ahead of time. How I want this scenario to work. What do I want to achieve this week in business? Right? What are the things I'm looking for? I intentionally ask for them. I intentionally start thinking about them. And meditation is one tool that I would like you to start implementing. It helped me a lot when I got those anxiety and panic attacks because I was so worried how I'm going to make money. It was really like a beginning. I had no idea what I'm doing, how I'm going to make it happen, but I did. And second thing was studying what's happening in my body, understanding, okay? And third thing I would say that really helped me with anxiety was having a coach, having also a circle of people that are going through what you're going. You have to look for evidence that is possible. Okay, you have to, even when you didn't achieve things you want in your business, you have to be surrounded with people. Your environment is so important. And I would say start looking for that environment. If you're going through anxiety, go share it with someone. Tell them what you're experiencing. Just by one sentence or sharing, you can release a little bit of that stress and calm yourself down. Now, if you're really in a big momentum, that you're feeling bad, nothing is working, big anxiety, you then have to change the topic, okay? If let's say you're worrying about money, we are here to talk about business, and let's say you're worrying about money, how you're gonna pay your bills, and you're just way into your thinking, okay? Way too much into your thinking, and you think negatively, you cannot just switch and say, oh, everything is work out. I'm feeling very good about money, because you're not feeling good about money and your position in business. So what you have to do is you have to change the topic. Go and do something that feels good at that moment. Maybe ride a bike, go meet some friends. Stop thinking about it, stop making it work, figuring it out, because trust me, yes, I'm a very action person. You need to take action. But when you are feeling very bad, when you have a severe anxiety, thinking and trying to solve it, you cannot hear those ideas. You cannot receive those ideas that are coming to you. So first thing you have to do is make yourself feel a little bit better. And say to yourself, tomorrow is the next day. I'm going to go for a walk. I'm going to ride a bike. I'm going to go out with my friends. I'm going to listen to some music, maybe even watch a movie, and just relax your mind. And then say to yourself, okay, interesting. I feel a little bit better. Tomorrow is the next day. Let me think of some new ideas. Tomorrow, go and meditate, and new ideas will come to you. So these are the tools I would maybe give you roughly that you can implement by yourself. Meditate, be in the right circle of people, and sometimes just change the topic. You have to make yourself feel better in order to solve the problem, because solution and a problem are on different frequencies. So if you're thinking about problem, you cannot hear the solution. You cannot find the solution. So you need to start feeling better. And then once you start feeling better, ideas will come to you. Okay, now this is a very deep topic. I try to cover some most important points, and I'm really hoping it's gonna help you. You're not alone in business. There is no way everyone building a business experience anxiety and fear at some point. So reach out to other entrepreneurs, reach out to coaches, reach out to someone who can support you, get some new tools, constantly work on yourself and learning about your emotions, learning about mind, and get that awareness. This is crucial. I hope this was helpful. I'm excited to hear your feedback, to see if you enjoyed the episode. Support us, and don't forget to click on the link below this episode. Get my online course on how you can start signing up clients organically, and download my ebook Jumping into Unknown, where I talk about a lot about process of becoming an entrepreneur, mistakes to avoid, and some tips on getting there. Okay, just jumping, burning all the boats, and starting living your dream and building your business. Thank you so much for listening. I appreciate you so much, and I will see you in the next episode.